This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for September 13th, 2023. It's currently July 17th, 2023, 5:02 p.m. Eastern Time. The shuffle file we're about to play for the September 13th reading was created on July 7th, 2023 at 2:24 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme and behavior, we have a period of sideways rotational and key support. Looks like we get into price swings towards the end of the day again, but it's very sideways energy when you see the Prince of Discs. Especially when combined with the Princess of Discs sneak preview. And when you look at the 1 month, we've got the Princess of Swords, which is a lot of price change, probably back and forth. So behavior around the high side, we have a big move higher sending out on a one-day chart into the high, possibly a gap up or to fill a previous gap down or something like that. And the behavior around the low, sideways rotation along key support. There should be equal amounts of bulls and bears inflow and outflow, but it's nullified somehow. So the low probably made irrelevant by other chart behavior throughout the day. I'm advised to trade around multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. So a lot of price change here, and one could probably position themselves in both directions because we've got a trough and a lowest low and an important crest here towards the end of the week. And this is the Princess of Swords. With this sideways behavior and these price swings at the end of day, you could probably do just that, position yourself in both directions. So there's a rally in the pre-market that offers opportunity to open up a short position, which you could close. After we meet a high around the open, there should be a notable decline off of the high that offers opportunity to close a short position and open up a long position in a period of volatility before we have a fast sudden move higher, marking the end of that period of volatility and taking us back to a peak or crest or possibly another high here between 10 and 11. Off of that peak or crest, which forms when we move higher through resistance, we stay above it briefly and then we break back down through the same price level shortly thereafter into a decline around 11 o'clock. Wow, it gets really mixed here. A decline turns into a move to the upside with a breakout, and that breakout turns into a significant move to the downside to an important trough midday between like 12 and 1. After that trough, though, there's a big move around 1 o'clock that takes us to a peak or crest, probably a highest high for the day thus far, and then we decline pretty notably off of that highest high, increasing with momentum as we move forward into a trough that we see somewhere in probably the last hour of trading, followed by another big move. No, the trough is probably close to 2 o'clock. We go from a peak around 1 with this big move to the upside to a peak around 1 and probably a highest high thus far to a decline that increases with momentum moving forward into a low that we see around 2 o'clock. And then we rally into a peak or crest around 2:45. There's a peak or crest at near overbought crest and high that we sell off from pretty notably. In the last hour, there is a decline that offers an opportunity to open up a long position before a big move higher, pushing the upper end of a range higher and probably taking us to a high for the day there right around the close. Continued price swings there as we move into the post-market. It looks like overall volume is going to be pretty mixed. All right, so we open lower on the 14th. There's an important technical price level that's highlighted. Actually, it's not highlighted. So probably like we pass by an important technical price level overnight. That's probably what happens. There's an important technical price level that you probably skip right by overnight, taking us into a lower low here on the 14th. But that's the S&P 500 for September 13th, 2023. My friends, let me know what you think by hitting that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. It really helps out the channel. Most importantly, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You do so here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where we ask that you donate 5% of the profits that you make from this information forward to one of these charities and 5% of the profits that you make from this information back to the channel here at one of these links. It leaves you at 90% left over and a clear conscience. Make sure to spend that money out of love, and the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel, my friends. We'll see you guys on the next one.